Well, my friends, I'm here with Teresa Martison. She is the executive director for SHARE Omaha. We've got something really fun coming up, or actually, that is happening right now. You guys always have so much stuff going on. Teresa, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Andy.
Well, let's just talk a little bit about SHARE Omaha, just in general, and the organization, when you started, and what do you do, and how do you serve the community?
You bet. So SHARE Omaha has been around for 5 years.
Wow.
What we do is year-long, 24/7, every day, offering simple ways for neighbors, nonprofits, businesses, community donors to get together and choose from ways to donate, ways to volunteer, ways to attend fundraising events, and ways to shop for good, which is right now, back to school shop for good. And in choosing those, the beauty of SHARE Omaha is you can do what you care about or what you're most interested in. You can filter by cause, you can filter by, gosh, when am I available? What am I interested in? Or am I looking for my teenagers or my kids? Can they volunteer? So you can filter and search by any of that. And that's what the platform's all about, is online place for those connections.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know that you have right now, because you always have different things throughout the year, but right now you have a Share Omaha community-wide back to school drive,
Yeah.
which, yeah, we are right in the midst of it. And so what is that all about?
Yeah, so back to school drive community wide going on right now. Um, it's 16 local nonprofits who have designated what they need most, or all of it, what they need
Sure.
for for those they serve with their nonprofit, the participants of their programs, which equates to more than 6,500 students. So we got 16 nonprofits doing a drive to make sure that 6,500 students get what they need to get school started, get off on the right foot. And the beauty of it, Wells Fargo is making it possible, is presenting the as part of Shop for Good, this back to school drive for these 16 nonprofits to get together through SHARE Omaha.
And how do people yeah, how can we what can we do?
You bet. So it's like, gosh, well, how do I get involved then? Who do I support? What do I do?
Yeah.
Right. So if you go to shareomaha.org, it's real easy. Shareomaha.org backslash school. Or
I actually, I don't mean to interrupt. I went to shareomaha.org. I'm on just the homepage, and you can, the very top, it says
Yep.
back to school drive. So,
Yeah, you can't miss it.
yeah,
Right.
you can't miss it at all.
Yeah.
But all
So
I
if you
don't,
click that
yeah,
banner, if you click that
yeah,
banner, Andy, it'll take you right there. And you'll see the 16
yeah.
nonprofits. And under each nonprofit name, there's a button you click, shop for items. That's where you're going to see in detail pictures, how many are needed still. It's very streamlined. You're going to see the standard colors, markers, folders, but you can be confident that, okay, I'm getting what's needed. Wow, they need 50 more backpacks, or so it's all clear. And if you do make those purchases online, it's all streamlined, it's set, gets delivered where the nonprofit has designated.
Yep.
So you can pick from those 16. The other benefit is if you look, most of those, if you look under that button, some
Hmm.
of them, well, most of them are allowing a drop-off
Yeah.
location, which is really cool because my kids aren't little anymore, but I can imagine, well, if you've got your little kids, you're going to do your school shopping, you could hop around the site and look for, let's grab a few extra things while we're school shopping, drop them off on the way home. So you might want to check that out too, in addition to the online donation link.
Yeah, I mean, and I love that too, because sometimes just having that, it's so easy and convenient, and that's the great thing about just being able to shop online. But sometimes when you are out there with your kids, they want to kind of be more involved in this than clicking a button on Amazon or whatnot, and they
Mhm.
want to like then go actually drop something off, and that just makes them feel more connected to the
For
organization.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the 64 pack sharpener. I think there's a 96 one now, but I could see going, oh, I want to make sure, another kid in the community gets that 64 pack. So absolutely.
Yeah, and the great thing is I'm looking through this list. I mean, I actually know most of these
Yeah.
organizations, but there are a couple that I'm not familiar with. So it just makes
Yeah.
me more familiar with yeah, some of the organizations out there that just don't have their name in the
Right.
spotlight, or, but this helps them do that.
Yeah, you bet. And some of those come to mind, Andy. One is Emerging Ladies Academy. Okay,
Yeah.
so we need the
Yep.
standard school supplies, but they also focus on STEM. So check this
Yeah.
out. They focus on age 8 to 16, but they're also looking for STEM kits. So they're looking for things like salt-powered robots, hydroponics, growing in a jar with just water. That's cool. Or coding kits, age-appropriate coding kits. So that's really neat. Other examples are Three Sisters. They need some, they have chosen supplies for their participants. They're focused on fitness, finance,
Yeah.
and art for women and girls. So that's kind of neat. We've got Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Bluebird Cultural Initiative. One of the things on their wish list items is supplies for local Native college students.
Yeah.
So that's really neat. And then, the Child Evangelism Fellowship of Omaha, Completely Kids, COPE, CRCC, the Children's Respite Care Center, Down Syndrome, Alliance of the Midlands, colors, markers, the standard
Yep.
notebooks, folders, but they also need hand sanitizer, tissues, and water bottles, and all that's listed. Educare Omaha, North Star Foundation, Open Door Mission, Omaha Home for Boys. So yeah, there's a really good mix, and it's really fun to look through what's needed. And yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right, so we're going to talk about, and I talked about this before we hit record, but, so what is the battle for school supplies? What does that mean?
Yeah, so this whole effort is just getting more and more contagious with the back to school drive. And so this Battle for School Supplies is an event. There's a concert at Stinson Park, August 12th and 13th, New York Zarbin, it's Battle of the Bands. And what they've decided to do is local businesses and organizations have come together and said, hey, let's have a fun contest. So you purchase supplies and bring the supplies to the concert and just drop them off near the band that you want to support and want to win the competition for the most school supplies. And that's what that's about. So yeah, August 12th and 13th. So check out the list, the list of items, and take them to the concert.
Do you know, do you happen to know, do we go to Stinson Park to find more information out about the Battle of the Bands, probably?
Go to the website, go to the shareomaha.org website, because the Battle of the Bands information is.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that certainly makes sense. So that sounds just so super fun.
The best part is, it's like I said, it's contagious. And I love when people join in and take it from there and come up with new ways to make it fun and competitive. It just impacts even more people. So
yeah. All right. So what's happening? Just kind of for, some last words in the next minute or two. What's happening moving forward? Like, kind of what's your next thing? We have back to school. Do you have, what's your next piece that we're looking at?
So back to school, and thank you to those who have already donated and who will, take part in this effort. And then so moving forward, looking to the fall, we've got ongoing volunteer needs. There's so many, I had mentioned the filtering and what you're passionate about. For volunteer needs, we've got Hunger Action Month in National Hunger Action Month in September. We're currently talking about, the well-being aspects of volunteering. So that's something you can search for, just the feel-good nature of volunteering. So we're focused on that. But another thing too is in the fall, there's a lot of fundraising events that are nonprofits that is kicking up. So you can bet every week, if you look on our fundraising event calendar, you're going to find an event there. And then also we're, looking forward to November, ShareOmaha.org, you can give any day all year long, volunteer any day all year long. But especially the big day for local giving in Omaha will be the National Giving Tuesday. We'll localize that, and that's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, following Cyber Monday. So we'll be gearing up for that as well. So more to come on that. So that's what's keeping our nonprofits busy, and just making sure, we do what we can to help them serve their mission, and let folks know what they can do to help them serve their mission as well. So
that's just so awesome. So how many nonprofits do you have now on your
right
on the site?
You bet. So the SHARE Omaha website platform we've got more than 720 nonprofit organizations, and their presence on the site, that's how we hyper focus donations, volunteering, events, and shop for good for them. And those 720 plus nonprofits are located in Douglas, Dodge, Saunders, Washington, and Sarpy County. So in the Omaha metro.
Yep. Yeah. I remember when you kicked off Share Omaha, and I can't remember. I'm paraphrasing, but I think you wanted 300 or
Right.
or 200. I don't. There was a number that seemed kind of so astronomical at that time, because you were just starting. And look at how this has grown, and it will continue to grow. So that's so exciting.
It will continue, and the magic number, I remember 147 that first year, right? But yeah, we've look how much we've grown. But it's thanks to the community. We're highly philanthropic. We're a community of caring and giving, and it is contagious, and the momentum keeps growing. So it's really been awesome.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Well, Teresa, thank you so much for joining me today. I know we'll be talking again too as we get closer to Giving Tuesday and all the things happening with that. So, but again, thank you. And folks, shareomaha.org, back to school drive 2023.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Yep. You are welcome. And folks, don't go away. We will be right back.